have you ever thought about like maybe, like when you start your own family, how you would want to approach Christmas? Because we have like our own personal experiences, but how would you want the festive seasons to be like? Because you've grown up in a different culture. We have like, trends, economic times, so many different things. Would it be in your country? Now that you love Kenya, would it be in Kenya? Like there's so many factors that come in, but how do you visualize like just like your future festivities?
That's a good point. I don't even know where I'm going to be settled. Am I going to be settled? I don't know. Maybe I'll be on here in 10 years. I'll be rich. I'll have kids.
Hey, listen.
Let's see, guys.
Yeah.
We can do a comparison.
Yeah. Let's hold on. Let's wait and see, though. But is it something that, because even now, if you think about, like, there are those people who just maybe don't see themselves with family in future. Maybe people who don't want kids. Do you want kids?
I'm still debating, really, because I really want to make sure I'm as healed as I can be. I know a healing journey is always going to be there. I want to be as healed as I can be so that my kids don't have trauma to deal with.
Healed in what way?
Mentally, emotionally.
We didn't talk about that on the previous episode, did we?
Did we not?
No.
What were we talking about? Physical fitness, health.
Exactly. Yeah. We didn't touch on that. We just talked about exercise and stuff. But what exactly do you mean by that? Like,
Like, everyone has so much trauma. Even when you're born, you have trauma from your relatives. That's been passed down.
Okay, true.
Through thousands and thousands of years. And it all keeps getting passed down until someone's ready enough to feel it and to deal with it.
True.
So, for example, with my family, if my dad had dealt with issues that he had when he was younger, and went to therapy and things like that, that would have minimalised the issues that I then had to deal with. So I think even just things like going to therapy, accepting that no one's perfect.
Yeah.
Like, I had a lot of issues. I was very defensive, I was very aggressive, I wasn't a grounded person at all. And I think even just accepting that there's work that needs to be done. I've only started therapy not long ago, this year.
Really?
Yeah. But I think because I've done a lot of self-work.
Defensive, now if you look back at it, you think it was just heading in a wrong direction?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. When I look back, I'm like, that was not me.
That was a horrible person.
That is a different version of me. Who is that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I get
it's crazy.
I get
but like, I think if you just look into yourself, like if you look into yourself even a little bit and think, oh, why did that trigger me? Why did that upset me?
Yeah.
Where is this feeling coming from? Is it coming from my childhood trauma? Is it coming from this? Is it coming from how this person treated me? Even things like that.
True.
Like if you really look into yourself, you can really like unfold it all and work out why you feel how you feel about certain things.
That's true.
And it stops you reacting in such negative ways.
That's true. And even just if now that you even mentioned it now, that makes a lot of sense. But also now, like, because, even when we talk about like family and even like how at times I normally ask on the podcast and people say like, maybe like even just how you've said, like, you're still thinking about it. But I'm just trying to think, can you imagine somebody who decided like, they don't want family? And I've seen this like in some European countries. I think Germany has like that situation where like there are so many old people and, people never decided to have kids and they just like probably just all alone in festive season.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine because like now I do stay alone, but I can always just make a phone call and friends can visit and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think at old age it's different.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to call random people to just show up in your house.
Yeah.
In an old man or old woman's house.
Yeah.
What are they even supposed to do for fun now?
True, but then even if you don't have family, maybe my sister, when she has kids, they'll come and see me. If I didn't have kids of my own. Maybe I'll live with my friends.
Hey, let's not get carried away now. No, I understand though. But think about it this way. This time they might be with you, But maybe the next festive season, they do want to go, maybe, you know, like on a family retreat in a different country, or just maybe out of town to do something.
Yeah.
Because still, at the end of the day, they're going as a family unit. So for your case, if it's just, I mean, I wouldn't, is it possible to stay alone at an old age during festivities, first of all?
I feel like it is. I think it depends on your perspective.
You have to be a psychopath, though. No, but just think about, like, even just mentally, because, like, next door neighbors, the people are screaming, cheers, kids are playing outside, you know, like, just the gates and everything.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you switch on, and you know how festivities get, you switch on the TV, like, you know, the news guy has his Hunter hat on, and, you know, they're wishing everybody in different families. It will be a constant reminder to you. And, you know, I mean, personally, I know I wouldn't want that, though. Even if I'm strong. Okay, let's say even if I have issues, I want people to be around me, to help me deal with that. I mean, I wouldn't want to be alone.
Yeah. I think...
Isn't
like,
it scary?
No, I understand. I don't know.
Would it scare you or no? You think you'd be able to handle it?
I think I would be fine. I guess, I don't know because I'm obviously not in that situation. But, like, does it have to be depressing? I could be 80. I could be in India. I'm going to do yoga on Christmas Day.
Okay, true.
With a group of people. I could be sat on the beach at 80, just reading my book.
True.
About spirituality.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess it depends where you're at in life.
No, yeah.
And what you want from it. Because if I was really content with my own company, and I was happy just sat there reading my book on Christmas Day, then I guess it wouldn't be depressing for me. But if you didn't want to be alone, and you wanted that family and the closeness, then you would not be happy on Christmas Day if you were alone, would you?
Do you think it would make you happier?
What, being alone?
No. The alternative, not being alone, no way.
Being with a family?
Yeah, like, you know, you have your mini, you know, mini kids of you, like, you know, mini versions of you, like, running around the house.
Yeah, I do think...
Because, like, even my case, because I know, like, I'm not in that situation, but I'm just trying to think, like, you know, would that make me happy? I mean, I guess if they're not damaging any, you know, electronics, furniture.
Going into your studio, pulling things down, screaming.
Yeah, I'm just guessing, you know, if there's some things that are off limits, I think it would make me happier. So I don't know. I'm just asking, you know, like, what do you think?
I don't actually know. Like, I'm not sure. I know, like, kids can really overstimulate me.
Really?
Like, I've looked after kids before, and I've looked after, like, angels of kids. Like, they're so sweet, and they can communicate, and they're so gentle, and they're so loving.
Yeah.
But I still get overstimulated.
Really?
Yeah. Have you looked after kids full time?
No.
Like, where you haven't had a nanny, or you haven't had someone that can...
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, even now that you've mentioned it, I know it's, like, a lot of work.
Yeah, and it is a lot. I feel like it's a lot on a person.
Yeah.
Obviously, here there's nannies, which makes it easier.
Oh, yeah, well, no, I hear nannies in UK are crazy expensive, right?
Yeah.
I hear it's
Like,
expensive.
you literally have to be bawling.
Really?
Yeah, like, literally. It's not, like, if you're an average person, it's not reachable. Like,
really?
It's not even a thing that comes into thought.
Like, it's not a discussion that you have as a family, like, we're supposed to get, and like, it's just too expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy, though. I can only imagine.
Yeah, so imagine you're living in a Western country. You've got kids.
Yeah.
Maybe...
It's like full-time work for you.
Yeah, full-time work. Maybe you and your partner didn't work out well.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
And then you have to work out what to do. My mum's in that situation.
Okay, that's terrible.
You know what I mean? Like, you're a single mum.
That's
going to
be
have
hard.
two kids. It's not easy.
Yeah.
So then it's like, would it be better to be alone? Would it be better to have kids? I guess it depends. You have to kind of weigh up your...
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword there, right there.
Yeah.
Because it comes, and then it's also like kind of so hard, like even now with just the dating experiences right now, like there are no guarantees.
Yeah.
There are no, I mean, you had like this fantasy of how you'll be spending your Christmas, and then you can only imagine God forbid it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
But, and even like when we're talking about such things, if we're being practical, at times, at least in countries like UK, I'm not saying like it's a good thing, but in the event like some economic things are not in your favor, the government can kind of like, I think so, right? If you have like a kid or two,
yeah, I guess it depends.
It can give something to you.
It can. It depends on your financial situation as well.
Okay.
So like if you're a single mum and you don't have anything behind you,
or like a job.
If you don't have a job or if you don't have any savings at all, you have to have like below a certain amount of savings for the government to even look into you.
But it can. The government
They can.
will.
Yeah, they can if you don't have money behind you and you don't have a job.
Which is actually
better than.
That's what I'm just saying. Like it's just way better because in any other country, oh my god. And I think that's like just the craziest part. So I do understand, but I'm just thinking about, can you imagine in a country where like there's no government assistance and you're a single mom and maybe you have 2 kids?
Yeah.
Those festive seasons won't be the same. You won't be smiling.
No.
You are saying Santa is just like, fuck Santa.
Yeah.
Please.
And that's why some people grow up hating Christmas. Like
become the Grinch kind. Oh, true.
Yeah.
True.
See, it's not for everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
Some people, when they think of Christmas, it makes them depressed. It reminds them of bad family situations. I have friends that are like that.
Yeah,
actually, you know what I mean?
It reminds you maybe like, there's somebody you're saying like, father and mother, they're together, doing something together. And then you're just like, now it's a constant reminder of like, if he could have only been here, or maybe if mom and dad were together, maybe this, what we're celebrating would have made more sense.
Yeah.
But for now, we can just open our presents and just get back to what we were doing.
Yeah.
Open that crypto portfolio and start looking at it like this.
Good idea.
No, okay. Actually, and even now that we've mentioned that, the divorce rate is way over the roof right now.
I know.
So even Christmas is not the same way it used to be.
Yeah.
It's not. That's actually
scary to look at, really.
Very, very scary.
And I wonder why is it getting higher and higher?
I think it's social media though.
Do you?
Yeah. I'm 100% sure. Because think about it. Because people now think they can just replace people like things.
Yeah. Because they see things as objects.
Yeah.
People as objects, and they're just like...
We have dating apps. Now if it's meeting someone, you can just swipe. And it's like, you know what? This is somebody I can, try out for. Yeah. But back then, probably that wasn't the situation. You had to get to know someone.
Yeah.
Now you can literally like just talk to someone, ask them about the things they like. And, if they just don't meet your criteria, just unmatch and look for another person.
Yeah. And I think, like, I don't know if people actually... Like, people kind of settle for someone that they're not actually happy with just because they don't want to be lonely. And I've realised that's quite a big thing. I know a lot of people that are not happy in their relationship, but they'd rather be with someone than be lonely.
Wait, okay, I've had people but I mean, I know I can't do it.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried like just even...
What, being with someone
that you don't like?
Yeah, it doesn't last. I can't do
it. I don't think it can last a week. I just can't. Because there's some things that just like, my body will just be like, you know what? And even at times it's crazy because even for me, I think at times there's people I can spend like a weekend with. And then I'm like, oh my goodness.
That's enough.
There's no way. Can I just picture myself staying with this person for years?
Yeah.
But just after one weekend, you're like, no.
Yeah. I feel like that's the same with a lot of people, isn't it?
But like now, if you go back in time, I think people were in that situation where like, I don't feel I can, but let me try and see if it can work out. Let me see if this person can grow on me.
Yeah.
Or maybe talk to them. Maybe they can change something about.
Yeah.
But now I think people have like almost zero tolerance.
Yeah, I think also everyone expects they're going to find the perfect person. Is there really a perfect person? Like, I feel like you meet someone that you enjoy their company.
Yeah.
And you grow together and you communicate. I don't like how you do this. Is there any way you can change this? Why do you do it like this? And then you say, oh, well, I don't like how you do this. And I'll be like, okay, maybe I can do it like this so that it works better for you. And you just keep doing that and keep learning and keep growing together rather than having the perfect person that's already made for you.
Actually, I think that's like also like one of the biggest things that people are trying to deal with currently. Because even for my case, like you just say like, you know, in dating at times you say like, I want a person who can do, and it could be like the most minimal requirements. But then again, you're like, how comes nobody's meeting this criteria? It makes no sense.
But then I'm not saying lower your standards because...
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because don't be going for people that are not it.
True.
But it's just like, I feel like you can manifest your person, and you can also, if you enjoy someone's company, why not get to know them and why not build from there? Yeah,
because you can't expect this person to be built to meet all your qualifications without disappointing you.
Yeah. There's going to be disappointment.
I think it's just that part of perseverance when you're being disappointed that's so tricky. And I think for me, like that has to be like the hardest thing.
Yeah, I think as long as if you're with someone, as long as you're both doing everything out of love, then you're going to grow. Like if you're not doing something out of love, then you're not going to benefit the other person. You're not going to benefit yourself. If you live through love and give everyone love and you try your best and you know that I'm not out to get you, you're not going to have anger and hate towards me, are you? If you know, oh, she didn't mean to upset me, she was just trying to do this to understand me.
Yeah. Tricky. Wait, what's the longest you've, like, let's say, been in a relationship?
I think it's two and a bit years.
2 years?
Yeah.
And did you have to try and just adjust to different things to make them happy, or, you know, like that difference between you find like a common ground of like, okay, I can deal with this person's bullshit a bit, and if it's not this, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, was it really hard?
It is hard, yeah. And obviously they weren't the person for me.
They were not?
No, because I'm single.
Maybe you didn't persevere, you know, long
Maybe,
enough.
but that's life.
Maybe you're just like, you know what, I'm done. I can't do it anymore.
Well, I don't know. I just think...
Because that's what we're talking about, like perseverance.
There is
like
perseverance.
Maybe they'd have changed after a while.
Maybe, but then are you going to sit around forever?
But you know, that's what I'm saying. Think about it this way. You see, that's 2 years. Can you imagine like at times when you hear people like they stayed for 10 years together and then they went separate ways? Or even, God forbid, like now the worst case scenario is like, you know, and this is also very common right now. You already have kids and you still think like, you know, everything's going to work. And then probably after like 5 years even of having kids or 7, people go separate ways.
Yeah, that's like my parents. Like they were together for 25 years.
25?
Yeah.
Even my parents are separated.
Yeah. It just happens. And I don't think it has to be a bad thing.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
But then where does that leave our families, though, if you think about it?
Well, I don't know. I think, like, my mum's happier now. And I'm happier now. My sister's happier now. I don't know about my dad, but, like, sometimes people are not left off
I don't even know what I'm supposed to ask next when you say that.
But you know what I mean?
But I get what you say.
Yeah. Like, I think sometimes things happen and things don't work out sometimes. Also, sometimes people aren't willing to grow as people. Yeah. People don't put in the effort. Sometimes people can't even apologise or take accountability. True. How do you expect to carry on with a relationship if someone can't do that?
And I think that's one of the things that I've learned to just come into terms with as an adult. If you do something wrong that you know, like you actually just crossed the line, I think, and it's just a pride thing, you know, just saying, I'm sorry, like I actually did this.
Yeah.
It fixes everything, you know that. It just fixes like the whole situation.
Yeah.
And if you don't, it changes everything again.
Yeah.
So
and it just builds up.
Yeah, true.
It just builds up.
True.
Like just being able to put your pride and ego aside and just say, like, I'm sorry I hurt you. It wasn't my intention.
Yeah.
Then you feel so much better. You literally feel physical relief from that.
And you know what's crazy about something like that? That can actually even fix like a whole generation of people just because of the words you said.
Yeah.
That's how easy it is to fix like some certain situations. Because it could be like the worst thing you've done. But I think, and I don't even know, it's not even like, we can't even blame it on social media. But I don't know why it's so hard like right now for people to just, but I think that's something that I've come to learn. Like, you know, if I do something wrong to someone, I actually just make sure, first of all, like, yo, did I do something wrong? Or I'll apologize if I know I already did something that's wrong. Yeah. Because, like, I'd rather do it than, you know, come back after like 2 or 3 years and realize, like, yo, why did it take me so long to actually just say something that wouldn't, you know, it's just prideful. But, you know, if I just say it now, I'm getting it over and done with, and it might fix like something that would have been.
Yeah, definitely. I think as long as your intention's true and you're actually sorry, then it goes a long way. Like, and then, just validating someone's feelings.
Do you think if you grow through that experience, it makes you a bit maybe scared of starting your own family? Because now you're like, okay, what if it doesn't go the same way that I want?
I don't know. I wouldn't personally start a family with someone that isn't willing to.
No. But because here's the thing, and I'm always saying it, it's like nobody plans for this. Because, you know, when you're with someone, you know, because we can't just assume like everybody who's getting divorced, like you can't say like, how comes you didn't see it coming?
Yeah.
No, of course they didn't. This is somebody like you genuinely loved. Because I think by the time, and think about it like this way, do you think somebody can trick you into getting like a kid right now?
No.
Exactly. You see, like, even the way you said it with your face, like, ain't no way somebody can trick you to. But think about it this way. And that's why I'm saying, like, think about it this way. Like, maybe for you to have, like, maybe even 2 kids with someone, don't you think, like, you genuinely liked this person?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So at times, it's not even, like, you know, a thing that, like, you genuinely just thought it was going to work out. It's somebody you liked. But then now so many other different factors maybe came in the picture and it just fucked up the situation. And, you know, it's not just something that people plan for.
Yeah.
So many people are divorced right now and they have kids.
Yeah, and it's very, like, that's very sad and very unfortunate. But then I also think, like, I guess it depends on your perspective of life. I see it as, I'm allowed to be upset about that. Like, I'll cry, I'll go through it, I'll be depressed for a bit. But then I still think it was written and it was meant to happen like that. Maybe they weren't meant to be for me.
Yeah.
Like, it all happened for a reason, and I'm here now, and I'm doing this for a reason.
Yeah.
It's just little stepping stones, and I think everything will work out eventually anyway. So even if it ends, it's still...
I think that's the only thing that scares me.
Really?
Yeah. Like, what if I get into a situation and then somebody turns into like a whole witch that I did not even expect? I just picture them in a broom, like flying around the house, like just cussing me out.
Yeah, you got to be careful about that.
I'm just saying.
Be careful.
I'm just saying, like, you know, because we have to think about it this way. Like, even to the people it has happened to, they didn't see it coming. That wasn't in their plan. Like, they really did want like the family to grow old together, happily ever after, and then the situation turns. And, you know, I think that's just the unpredictable thing that just scares me like a little bit. But I would hope that if I start with my family, I get to enjoy those Christmas festivities together with them for a very long time. Like, even, you know, your kids, you get to see your grandkids. Yeah. It's really hard to build that structure right now. But I think if you do it, like, that's just one of the things that are almost like priceless.
Yeah, definitely. I think building with the right people can change your whole life.
Can you imagine getting to see like the children of your kids?
Yeah.
And you sit there just chilling.
A whole empire and you've put money away and it's all saving up and it's going to them.
Yes.
And they have companies and they have money to rely on.
They're coming to visit you.
And they're healthy.
They're paying for your trips going somewhere. Yeah. Oof. I mean, everybody would want that.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope so. I mean, I wouldn't speak for other people, but I mean, that sounds like a good life to me. But, you know, let's just hope for I'm hoping for the best.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for the best.
I'm sure it will work out. And I think you have to, like, if that's what you're worried about, I feel like you have to let go of you want the control. That's what you want.
What control? What do you mean?
Like, you want the control. You want to have control of the situation. You want it to all work out in your favour.
True.
But when it's like that, you have to kind of let go of the idea of having control over it for it to all work out.
Because I'd still have to get another wife, too. Can't stay. I'm not staying
you can't
alone.
Stay alone for
I'm not
Christmas.
staying. No. Okay, at least a wife for Christmas, and then during the other days I can just get
Just
something.
Christmas.
No, but I think that's the thing, and also you have to understand. Also, as an older person, it's also not easy again to date just the same way you'd want. It's a whole different ball game again, because now, who are you dating? Other people who are divorced, or tricky.
Yeah, but then I guess just because someone's divorced doesn't mean that they you could still be compatible. It still might be the one for you.
Hey, listen, it's tricky. But we're talking about this because these are things that even now affect how Christmas festivities are approached, why they're not how they used to be traditionally. Because even I think traditionally there are some people who are forced to stay kind of together because it maybe was an embarrassment for your family not to still be together, or the wife is not with the husband, or it wasn't a thing that traditionally it was frowned upon. Let's just put it that way, and people had to force themselves to just work it out.
Definitely, and I think most people stayed together for their kids. I know my parents did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is a noble thing if you think about it.
Yeah, but then it's you put yourself through all that pain. It's such a selfless thing, isn't it? You put yourself through all that pain that you didn't want to be together just because you wanted us to be at the right age to understand and to not be so hurt by it.
So until maybe teenagers or something.
Yeah.
But I think, but also now I have to give credit to those people, because the same thing takes me back to the way I've said, I'd spend a weekend with people and I'll be even if you paid me, there is no way in hell I'm staying 1, 2, or even one more week with this person. I can't.
Yeah.
It's just probably maybe it's raining or something that I can't even leave the place.
Yeah.
But if I could, I'm gone immediately.
With people like that, I will not even have them in my life.
Not true. But like I've said, the thing is, okay, I think here's the thing. Like I've said, just because I'm in my 30s, right? Yeah, I met horrible people.
Yeah.
I met some hideous people.
Yeah.
I'm what was I thinking?
Yeah.
What was I thinking? So, and I'm just guessing, but life is supposed to be experienced as well.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm afraid to experience life, but I think now it just has taught me to look at people I don't need to deal with this, because I know definitely someone's not supposed to be treated this way. Someone's supposed to be appreciated differently. Or if you do something for someone, they're supposed to respond this way. So if you're not seeing all those things, I'm just you know what? Hey, I'm not here to teach you, because clearly if your parents didn't take their time to teach you how to behave, act in front of others, acting out. And also, like you said, somebody could be having their own issues, their own demons they're dealing with. And you're welcoming them with a warm heart and everything. And now they transfer all that bad energy to you.
Yeah.
And you might actually treat the next person badly.
Yeah.
Because you're trying now to be self-defensive because of bad experiences. Nobody wants that.
I've actually got protect your energy written here as a tattoo.
What's that?
Protect your energy.
Protect your energy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you have to.
You have to. It's a big thing. You just have to be careful. And don't let people that don't deserve your energy, don't let them drag you down with them. It's not worth it.
True.
It's really not worth it.
When you can bail, and if it's early, you have to bail out before things become a little bit serious or crucial. I think so.
Yeah, I think even if you just see a few red flags, or if someone's energy is draining you, take that as a sign, really.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, why are you wasting your time on someone that isn't giving you anything back, or you're getting bad energy from, when you can put it into people you love and people that love you?
That's true. That's true. Now also